All right. So this is what you should have so far. You should have your floor plan. You should have the front elevation with the dimensions on. Did you guys figure out how to dimension? I know nobody could answer my question, so I didn't show it to you. Did you go back and figure out how to dimension?
It's a 1/8 offset, and it's a 1/2 inch long.
That's right. I don't want to start, I want to start my 1/2 inch after this outside piece, right? Because I want it to pull it out farther away. And then, and if I have, so most of these are wrong, but here it's an 1/8 inch offset, 1/2 inch long. I come an 1/8 inch back for the dimension line. So I'm going to look that all your drawings have the correct looking dimensions. So now we've done the front elevation, the floor plan. Now we're going to do the side elevation. It is so quick. What we're going to do is we're going to turn the floor plan sideways, and we're going to put the front elevation over to the left. So I pulled my camera up. Can you guys see this clear enough? Is it coming through?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tape my front elevation. And it's really important that if you already have a drawing drawn that you line, see how I'm lining up with my ground line? Because I could have taped the paper on crooked, or, you know, it could be a little off, but my drawing's straight, so I want to line up with the drawing. So I'm going to tape that drawing down. And you notice I tape the top, and then I pull this back up and I tape the bottom. I've got the bottom taped. Then I'm going to put my new piece of paper next to this one. And this one, I'll just line up the bottom of the paper because there's nothing drawn on it. I'm only going to tape the bottom first. Grab some more tape. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my floor plan, and I'm actually going to put it under these drawings so that I'm looking at the side. And why don't you draw the chimney on the right-hand side. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it roughly. So here's my paper here. I'm just going to eyeball and get it centered closely. And then again, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make sure that drawing is lined up perfectly even. Tape it down. So now I've got everything all set up. This drawing goes really quick, and there are no dimensions on it, so it goes really quick. So first I'm going to take my ground line from my front elevation and draw it across. And then I'm going to go up to the plan. I'm going to grab the outside walls. I know it's about that high because the wall's over here. I'm going to grab the outside wall. I'm going to grab the chimney. So there's my outside walls on my chimney. Next, I want to get the roof. So what is this? If I have a simple gable roof, what's it going to look like on here? What shape is it?
It's going to be a rectangle.
It'd be a simple rectangle. So here's the top of my roof. My roof overhang is that dashed line. So I pull the roof overhang down. And then I get my roof, I get the fascia board from that front drawing. Okay, you guys see that so far? If you want, you could erase these down a little bit so it reads a little bit better. So that's my side of my building. And because I was projecting lines over, I didn't have to measure anything, it went really quick. Now we're going to do the window. And the top of the window is going to align with the top of the door. We talked about that, right? How windows and doors usually align on a building. So there's the top of my door. And then I go down here and I grab the window. I'm going to start with just the outside first. And does anybody have their paper in front of me to tell me how high the sill is for that window? It's the last paragraph on there. It doesn't really say how high the sill is. It doesn't give us sill height. It gives me the window height is 4 feet. I'm going to go 4 feet from the top, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark the sill in there. So here's my sill. I'm going to get the side trim by using the 45. Pull that down. And then I'm going to go back and get the frame. I'm a little off on the right.
Wait, Miss V.
Yes.
Wonderful. Oh, okay.
So the window is right. The window's right there. And I just trace those lines down. You got to make sure that this is set up so the line, you're parallel, so you get the lines down straight. I didn't have to, the only thing I had to measure on here was the height of the window. So the frame I got from plan 2, and then I'm using my 45 to get the top and the bottom. So there's my window. The last thing I want is the chimney. So I've got my top of my chimney over here on the front elevation. So I carry that line across. I know the chimney's 2 feet wide, so this is 1 foot 2 feet. So it's going to be as wide as this. And then the other thing is, do you see how this chimney, it's not on the other side of the building. It cuts up into the roof. So this is the point where the chimney cuts up. So I'm going to take that line right there, carry it across. And that's where the chimney cuts through the roof. I'll erase some lines so it becomes clear. You guys see that? Yes, no? Okay. The other thing is, when you've seen a chimney, does this look familiar if you look at a chimney from the side, from the back?
Yeah.
The chimney's wide at the base and then it narrows down wider.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna simulate that we're gonna take the bottom of the window for the first line for this line right here, and then we're gonna take the top of the window for the second. So that's all there is. I did that going slow in less than 10 minutes. So that's all there is to this drawing. And we need to darken it in. So what line weight is the ground line? Heavy. How about the window and the trim?
The light.
Light. Yep, let me turn you guys up a little bit. Out the fascia board.
Wouldn't that be medium?
No. So now the window's going to be light because it's on the surface of the facade. So now we're going to go with what's closest to us is heavy, what's farther away is medium. So it goes heavy, medium, light. So what would this fascia board be?
That'd be
Heavy.
Heavy, because it's the closest thing to us. Here and here.
Heavy.
It's the same distance. How about the peak of the roof?
Medium.
I'm standing here. I'm standing over here. The peak of the roof is way over here.
Oh, lightweight.
Light. So this would be light. actually going from heavy to light. We're just going to draw it as medium. So this whole long rectangle is heavy. This is medium. This is light. And then this is medium. What about the chimney?
I'd say medium because it's kind of farther away than.
Yeah. So I would do the top part of it light and the rest of it medium. Okay, because remember at this point we're cutting in. We're angling up like this picture. So this is my three-dimensional view. So this line right here is this line. This line is this line. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's coming closer to you.
Yeah, so I would do this down here as medium. You could probably do this and these up here as light. That's all there is to this drawing. Any questions about it? Obviously, we have to stay at the 3/8 inch scale because we started at 3/8, right? Questions? Does anybody want, did I email extra credit options? I didn't. Does anybody want, if you want some extra credit, I have a lettering assignment that relates to Thoreau's cabin. Does anybody want me to post that?
I'd be interested in that.
Okay, I'll post it. Posted it. So no more questions?
Wait, Mr.
No.
Vick, so what would the window be? Would it be
Somebody else answer this for me.
Light.
Light. And read this. It says, maybe I didn't put it on here. Yeah. So this was all light, right? And then we did this, and all of this is heavy. We did the chimney as light on that first drawing. So what I would do is I would make a note for yourself, because this one has a little bit more line weights going on. Any other questions? It goes really, really quick. And you'll find, have you guys who are in AutoCAD, have you done drawings using one elevation and the plan to draw another elevation? Yeah. It goes really quick. So this is the same kind of thing.